welcome to This Knitty Life. My name is Rachel. I'm coming to you from Leeds, West Yorkshire, where I live with my husband Rob, my two children Martha and Theo, my two puppy dogs Peggy and Wilma. We have 2 hamsters and 4 fish. Thank you very much for joining me today. It has been quite a while since I have basically been well enough to podcast. I'm a little bit ropey still, but much better than we've been. So thank you very much for coming today. If you would like to find me on the internet, you can find me as this_knitty_life, and I am Reward on Ravelry. I will put the thing there. And this helps me edit if I can see me gesturing to remember to put it in. Yes, so how have we been? My intention today is, sorry, I have a sore throat, so I'm going to randomly hold it. My intention today is just have a little bit of a catch up. The time has just snuck by again and again and again of me doing a catch up. If you caught on the last craft waffle, that was 2 weeks ago, I was quite unwell at the end of it when I was trying to finish it off. Lurgy, and that was, I think, 3 weeks ago now, 2.5 weeks ago. Anyway, you don't necessarily need to hear about that, but we're going to have a little bit of a knitting chat, tiny bit of crochet mention. I've got quite a lot of pattern recommendations today, and we're just going to have a little bit of escapism, whether that be from hideous atrocities in the world, because there are many, or the hideous weather, because that is frankly just sucking my soul out. I'm not enjoying the weather. So I didn't have a sore throat this morning, and now I have a sore throat because a small human has been coughing in my face this far away from me all day, and now it's really sore. So apologies, I'll really try not to moan. I am feeling much sorry for myself, but I'll try not to let it linger. I've just briefly made some notes. It's only 1:45, it's Friday the 13th of February, and I made some notes quickly because since I had a bit of time off work, since I've gone back to work, I just fall asleep as soon as I get in. So I must record a podcast. So today I am wearing a Lovenote. I've had this one finished for a while. Strange because I've got a long sleeve top on. My kiddo at school was fascinated and kept on sticking his fingers in the holes, which I didn't love, but you know what you're going to do. This is in botanical yarn and some sort of just plain neon. It's the Lovenote, and it's by Tinker Knits. And I have my Litmus scarf on because I wear it all the time. This is in a spectrum fibre. Just trying to have a little think if I've got everything. So, excuse me, kicking off. I do have 2 finished objects, but I have neither of them, which is pretty annoying, isn't it? I will insert a picture. Let me see if I can jump onto Ravelry and remember the name of this pattern, because it's dropped out of my brain, which happens frequently. Oh, that one's cute too. You need my face now to sign in. Come on, Ravelry, just do it. Just do it. You don't need to do that. I've put them in Ravelry. All right, so this is called the West Coast Mitts. So I might just hold this up, and then that saves me having to find a picture and import a picture and stuff. So I made these. I think I showed them briefly last time. So this is the finished object. So this is just a simple pair of mittens that I made. I say I've gifted them to my sister. She's not actually got them yet. They're at my mum's house because I was up there last weekend. So they're the West Coast Mitts by Diana Twiss. That's a fun name. Diana Twiss. And I just used 4-ply held double for that. They are, I can't actually remember the yarn dyer. Maybe London House Yarns, but self-striping 4-ply, which I've held together. I think it was 3.75 millimetre, and they are based on liquor shawl sorts. I think I mentioned previously that my granny and granddad really liked liquor shawl sorts, so I wanted to make her them. I'm not going to fall asleep. Yesterday, I fell asleep for 3 hours. I'm not getting better because I'm not resting enough. 3 hours should be fine, but apparently I'm still tired today. Stop talking about it, Rachel. Right, I also, if you maybe see, I put a little short up last weekend about some crochet bunting that I've been making for my sister. It was my sister's big old giant 50th birthday last, well, actually it was yesterday, but last weekend we were at the party and I crocheted some bunting. So if you have a little look at the tutorial, you'll see what pattern I used. I don't have like a full picture of it all strung up. Funnily enough, or not funnily enough, she's also got the lurgy. She's been battling it for quite a while too. Sorry. So I've just got a little stacky picture. But there is a short on that if you want to check out those things. Without going about it too much, because I've not been very well, I don't feel like I've made a lot of progress in anything. I think last time I had like 3 finished garments or something, but I just don't have that because I've just not had either the bandwidth or the energy. One thing I have made quite a lot of progress in is when I wasn't asleep, I was working on my Lovenote. So this is another Lovenote. So I'm going to call this my Bridgerton Lovenote because I watched Bridgerton while I was watching it. So look how much I've done on this. So this is in Botanical Yarns. It is held together with just a basic Yarn Smith's lilac-y colour. So it's got like flecks of brown in, you can see. However, I know I have 2 cakes of the fluff, which is Surrey alpaca, but I can't find the second one, and now it's stopped, and I've run out, and now I don't know where it is. So my intention is to continue. Well, I looked upstairs, it's not there, so I'm gonna have to go through all the drawers downstairs, which I feel like I've done recently. But yeah, it's this long from underarm, which actually, based on this one, but I am planning on doing this one a little bit longer. But yeah, this is so soft. Like the difference between this and the mohair is really quite substantial. Again, as I mentioned before, I always use stitch markers with the lace. I tend to use the ring ding things. I tend to use Retro Rosie. Can't think of her name now, but she's got like little cute things on them anyway. It is outgrown this bag, which it's in. Who's this by? Is there a name in it? But this is the colour that it's been held with. It's all floppy now. Was it Martha? Was it Theo? One of them used to say Fioppy. It's Fioppy. So yeah, that's how that's doing. Really frustrating that I can't find the ball because I was merrily going on that. So yes, I did quite a lot of progress on that whilst I was off work. So when I wasn't asleep, I was just doing that because it was round and round and round. So that was nice and easy. I obviously got a fluffy little dog by my feet. Sorry, I'm going to need more pop than this. Ouch. Where have I put it? What's here? I worked a tiny bit on this, not a huge amount. So this is the Lusk tea, and this is by Rebecca Clow, who is Creabia. Does look quite big actually, but this is the Lusk tea. I think I did the last one. I've knit this one before. I did the last one in Beehive Yarns. I found quite a few new podcasts, but I've not written them down. I want to say, let's see if I can find it on the thing, but I swear I just watched someone's podcast recently and they was showing the yarn off that I made my last one in, which I wore for my birthday. See if I go into subscriptions, it might be there because I might have watched it. Was it? This is annoying, sorry. Oh, I've just had some ibuprofen. Please work faster than this. Oh, I can't remember who it is, but I'll try and put it on here. That's annoying. I want to say she's a teacher. Jo Knits. I'm sure it's Jo Knits. This lady. I'm sure it's her. Maybe it's not. I swear I watched someone's podcast and they had the beehive yarns and they were sparkly. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, this is a drop shoulder one. Hindsight, look how deep that looks. Blimey O'Reilly. yeah, so the last one I made, my point was, ugh, stay on track, Rachel. The last one looked really small, so I think I have gone up a needle size and an actual size. I'm not yawning, I swear. But anyway, that's how that is doing. So it's just round and round. So this was Beehive yarn. It's a gingerbread colourway. This is how much I've got left. I can't remember what size it is, but I think it's on Ravelry. So this is how much I've got left. I've just last night finished my first ball of this. So this is shade 2K405. It's a very pale pink. But I feel like I've done quite a lot with one of those balls. So obviously you pick the neckline up and then you arm here. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's getting there slowly. I've really, to be honest, felt quite a lot of low motivation even to knit, whether I felt well enough or not. It's not been a good few weeks, if I'm perfectly honest. Right, a little one. I picked up I don't know if I've shown you this or not. I'm so lost. I picked up the green lambkin advent, and I just started to randomly hold it together and do some granny squares. So I've got this one. I've not done any of these either. I've got this gorgeous green one. I've got one more round to do on this. I'm not quite sure why I've put it down or why I've stopped. And then this one, which is all pinkies and browns. So yeah, the plan is to hold that together and do some of them. I cannot stop yawning, I'm really sorry. The plan is to do some more of them. I have seen, don't lick that, Peggy. Franny Do has knit a really nice cowl by Andrea Mowry with hers. That's from the Green Lambkin. She's knit a really nice cowl, which I might well copy in something else. But yeah, it does look really nice. So yeah, a tiny weeny bit. We just had a delivery of dog food. And now the cupboard doesn't quite close properly, so it's open by a couple of inches. And Peggy's very much got her head in there. Stop it. The other day, she turned 5. Come here. She turned 5 the other day. She's had a haircut. Haven't you? She's had a haircut. So she looks very different now, don't you? And you're 5 now, aren't you? So you'd think you would know better, but you don't, do you? In a wave. And she's got paw pads because she's had a haircut. Yeah? So the other day we opened the cupboard to get her ball out, and she jumped in the cupboard and stole a bone, which was very naughty of her. But she was literally twice the size. She had a lot of fur. Come off, I know you do actually want to be on my knee, but we're not going to do this, are we? Okay, we're going to jump down. Say bye. Thrilled there. Right, where are we? This is a little bag I got from Amazon. I don't think it's necessarily supposed to be a little knitting bag, but it is. It's my little knitting bag. It's kind of like maybe a lunch bag. So this is something I've been meaning to do for a while. Again, I'm so lost with what I've shown you. I don't think I've shown you this. So this is a sock. It's a cabled sock. I do feel like I probably knit it on the wrong size needle. So this is Ruth from Ruth Loves to Knit has been hosting a knit along for Under the Radar Designers, and this is Woollen Knots, and this is the Ulster socks. So it was on my to-do list, bingo list, whatever, to do a cabled knit. So that's what I have done. So look, it's looking pretty. I've just turned the heel. Oh, not just. You ready? It's pretty. Ooh. So I have no idea what this is. Some blue 4-ply, and this is a couple of 4-plies held together. And then I think it's a spectrum heel. Did a heel flap and gusset. So now I've just turned for the heel, and now I'm onto the foot. So that it looks like there's one cable running down the back. Hoping I've done it right. And then there's 3 on the top. They were really fast, be it this is a DK pattern. I really like a DK pattern, as you well know. I've just not picked them up. I did have to Google how to cable because I've not done it for a very long time. Completely seem to have lost the ability out of my brain to cable without a cable needle. So I've just been using a darning needle and like putting the stitches to the back of the front or whatever on a darning needle or whatever's kicking about. But it's been fine. But it's really nice actually to have a little bit of a concentrate-y kind of knit, because I've got so many easy breezy round and round ones. Can you just sit down, because your feet are really clicky clacky? Sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down. Yeah, so it's been really nice to do something a little bit different. The light's not great, is it? But I'm going to say you can take what you can get today. So yeah, what am I using? I'm using, I maybe have a little bit of clips. I did film some of me caking this up. This is Down Sheepy Lane, Lovely Debbie. She's not been on the scene for a while now, but I've had that for ages. And I was umming and ahhing another one, and this is supposed to be, this is a Fine Fish Yarns, and it's supposed to be sport. It is thicker than a 4, I guess it probably is sport. I'm just holding them together. But just in good old Rachel style, I couldn't find the right size needle, so I just used what I could find. I think it's supposed to be on a 3.5. Oh God, my throat hurts so much. And everyone's like, oh, just have warm honey. No, I don't like honey. No, I don't like tea. No, I don't like this. No, I don't like this. At most, I would probably have a hot chocolate, but not homemade because they never taste right. Or I've been known in an extreme circumstances to have warm Vimto. But everyone's like, honey and lemon. No, no. Yeah, 3.5 mil it's supposed to be on. These are 3.5 mil. Oh, that's the pattern, sorry. So, here we go, that's them. But so yeah, they're really nice. Really quite an easy pattern. So I've been really enjoying that. I was enjoying it when I was doing it, and I haven't done it for so long. I feel like I've been robbed of my life. And I know it's just a lurgy and it's not anything serious. Dog hairs now. But I do just feel like I've been robbed. Now she's ringing the bell. I did give her the option, but she realised it was raining and I didn't want to go out. So in my bag that I made, my trusty little Christmas trees. Again, gorgeous. Again, not touched it. I actually think I've gone wrong and I need to have a little think. I think this is a fade project. So this is Tin Can Knits. Oh, these are the stitch markers I was talking about. So she does like the Rosy Retro, Rosy Retro. Like a little stack of little disky bits, and then there's some that are just like this. So this is called the Simple Sweater by Tin Can Knits, and I fear I have put my colours in the wrong order, despite them being in my very handy dandy Aldi box. I think I might have got the last. So this is the neckline. I think I've got the last two the wrong way around. I don't actually know. I don't know. I can't remember what's coming next, but I feel like last time I looked at it, I thought, oh, I don't know if you look right. So this is what I've come out of, this pink, and what I'm going into, this purpley. So yes, but that's so cute. It's a 4-ply advent held together. It's a 12 days of Christmas one, so it's 12 colours, 20 grams on 4-ply. I've held it together. This, I have another one in this, which is all neon rainbows at the top and then black at the bottom. The plan is, and I don't have it here. I heard the bell ringing. I know you've come to say, did you not hear me, Mummy? I'm coming. Is a really bright pink. It's called I Dream in neon pink. I'm coming, Peg. But for some reason that's been put in another project bag. I was just trying to get through my whips, Peggy. I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, so I need to kind of have a little look at that. We are now on half term now. Glory, glory. Which means we have a week off work. Well, I have a week off work. Actually, Rob does too, and the kids. So we have a week off work. So that's good. So I'm hoping against hope that I'm going to feel better enough to actually be able to function and actually do something and achieve something, because I've mentioned before, I feel my worth is valued in my productivity, and I've been nowhere near I've done now, and I've felt rubbish accordingly. So there. What else? Oh, I do have a half object. finished one of my Christmas socks. So this is the Christmas lights, neon, something like that. It's botanical yarns, but it's old botanicals, so I don't think she dyes like this anymore. Botanical yarns. This is a bit of rainbow heirloom in, I think it's called New Nail Polish, and then I've got a little spectrum pink toe. But this is as far as I've got. I've got one sock. So I need to start the other one, really. Oh no, that's not a spectrum. It's a dye candy. It's in bow tie. That I knit a hoodie shawl cardigan in this. So yeah, that's just been kicking about. I think it is living in here. Yes, it's living in my other Christmas bag that I made. I did manage to get some more of this fabric in the sale. You okay, Peg? So there we go. These are the bits of yarn that I was doing my sister's crochet with. It's like an apricot one. It's Yarn Smith's Pebble Haze, but it's all the details are on the short. So you should be able to find that. But I did kind of springy colours. I feel like I'm going quite fast. Just after 2. I'm like, have I got enough time for a nap before I've got to go and pick Theo up from school? Rob's at work, so it's me. Right, and in this cute little bag that I got for, I feel like it was a to me from me situation. Right, I think I'm going to go and let her out. Hang on. This is Amelia X Joy. We've all heard of her. She's got loads of bags. She's got plain bottoms and plain middles. I'm just going to show you this quickly. I'm coming, Peggy, I swear. So my lovely new friend Emma of Yarn and Glitter is doing a knit along with her chum Cozy Crab. I can't remember her name because Emma just calls her Cozy Crab. But this is a Fab Funky Fibres sock. Theo had a non-eye test the other day, so I knit a bit. And I think the sock along is called... It's not Fab Funky Fibres. It's not called the Funky Fidget Shop. Fab sock along. Fab Funky sock along. Something Fab. Funky Feb sock along. I can't remember. I'll put it on here and I'll put the hashtag on. Sorry, Emma. Yeah, so this is, I've had this for ages. This is Fab Funky Fibres and a little jelly bean, but I'm just about ready for the heel. I did actually wake up really early today, probably because I had a 3-hour nap yesterday. I knit a few rounds on this actually, and watched a little bit of my current favourite show, super duper early on. So I'm ready for the heel with that. So that would be nice to get done. I think we're heading into a bit more of some blueies colours now, so that's nice. Just a 50 gram from them. I'm going to go and let Peggy out now, so bear with. Oh, my nails are long. Right, we are back in business. So you needed to go and bark at a bird. Peggy's still got her head in the cupboard, and now Wilma's joined. Right, just had a look. The knit along is called the Funky Feb Sock Along. I didn't know that. I got all the words mixed up in my head. Funky Feb Sock Along. So we're still going with whips. I've not joined in this 12 cast on January thing, but it kind of feels like I might have. And a little bit of an acquisition here. Right. So this is a gorgeous holographic bag. I did get it off Amazon. It's super cute. It was about £10. I don't feel like it looks a huge amount like the picture, but it's like orangey, corally. But it's a really good size. It's supposed to be like a makeup bag thing. It's got like all iridescent. Anyway, so something a pattern I bought recently was the Pacific Knit Co. Some of the Doodle ones. I mentioned before I bought the Valentine's one. I bought a gardening one, and something else. Anyway, sorry. I started the Christmas one. No, Rachel. Oh, God. I started the Valentine's one. So a little bit of acquisition as well. I am knitting it in this gorgeous yarn I've not had before. So this is the Yarn Smith's Merino DK. So I've got several colours. You will see in acquisitions in a little sec. I did cache some I got quite a lot of gift cards for Christmas. I got Wool Warehouse, I got Etsy, bits and bobs. So I've started this. So this, did it all wrong the other day. I really like this colour, the base. I want to order more because I've still got some more gift cards. It's called, I think it's called Fandango. So this is the DK one. So I did a little stamp here. Okay, it's got these gorgeous stitch markers on. I've got lots of these. They're really good at the big ones for the Lovenote as well. So yeah, I've got the stamp on. So I just need to get your head out. I need to decide what to pick next. So I have printed them all out and they're all in the other room, but there's quite a lot of options. I like, without showing you too much, I like this one's got hearts and lollipops. There's a lot of fun ones. There's some that aren't so Valentine's-y. Like this is a cloud with like rainbow with hearts coming off it. That's really cute. And then there's an umbrella with hearts around it. There's a swan. There's a I love you. The rest in the other room was like a little envelope, a little mailbox thing, a hot chocolatey thing, some heart-shaped sunglasses. But I think I mentioned before, I got these from her website directly. Because I own the book, I've got the pattern for the hat, the sock, all of that already, like the basic recipe, and then you buy all of these and you slot in to it. So it's more so a recipe. So just jumping into acquisitions, I said I did, I have done a Wool Warehouse voucher offer order. Oh. See, it's a good job I didn't podcast any sooner. So this is shade 3364. And if I was smart, I'd pull it up on here and go through it. Stop ringing the bell! Stupid dog. Right, let me see what I can do. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. I just thought it might be easy to give you the names. This one is shade 3364. Come on down. 3364. 3364. This is Petal Pink. Petal Pink. That was Fandango that I like so much. Fandango Pink. That is 3372. I really like this one. It's kind of like a corally red. It's cool. This one I really like. It's grey, but it's kind of got like purple hues. I believe this is platinum grey, which is 3025. I really like that one. And I got a red. Oh, testing me now. Do you know what? I did actually copy and paste the order into my notes so I can find it in future because there's lots of different reds. I feel like this might be Scarlet Red, which is 3100. And I've got some more as well to show. So yeah, this is as far as I've got. I appreciate it's 13th of February. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. To me, from me, for me. Doesn't matter if it's ready or not. So yes, let's put the shorts in there too. What are you doing, Peggy? I feel like she knows every time I podcast and she's like, how can I be the most annoying little doggy I can be? You can do that quite easily. Hi. You could probably sit in this little gap. Up a daisy. You can sit in this little gap here. Yeah? She's tiny now. Tiny. She looks very puppy-like. Right. I'll show you some of the other acquisitions. So this one is another DK Merino. I know the light's not amazing. I'm just going to see if I can... Oh, that was helpful. That's my number on 3234. 3234. Stay. 3234. 3234. This is Petrol. I like that one. That's nice. Oh, this one's fun. I think it's a Seafoam. 3226. Yeah, Seafoam. Sorry, Seafoam. Depending on where you're from. Seafoam. I got two of these, which are this is 2K003 It's not black, it's, I don't know, charcoaly colour. I got 2 of them to hold with God knows what, to make God knows what. A super duper bright green. This is $31.90. This is lime green. So these are $2.99. And how much do we get? Did we establish that? 110 meters. I did get this one. I bought all the Aldi yarn, which is still literally behind this chair, and the colours were a bit blah, weren't they? So I got like a poppy pinky one, just to add to it, to make a bit more oomph. But I've had no oomph to knit. So there we go. This is a blue, and it's bluer than I thought. I thought it was more cornflower blue. If you could not do that while I'm recording. It is actually, I'm sure it is actually named Cornflower Blue, 3270. But yeah, that one's nice too. I got one of the tweeds. I only got one in Aran, which isn't going to go very far because their Aran is actually only 75 meters, 82 yards. I got, this is shade T4820 multi-tweed. So it's like a naturally base with kind of bits and bobs of, I wouldn't necessarily say rainbow neon nets-ish. Got them. Can you not do that while I'm recording? That noise is not pleasant. Yeah, so that was my wool warehouse. I did get the first month of Spectrum Fibre. So I'm going to show you that now. It came very differently. It came in a box, in a cardboard box. But it came like in a box in a box. It came quite like an advent calendar would, like a box in a box, and then you lift the lid up, and it inside the lid, Rob's clearly taken it because he loves a box. It was bright pink, and it had loads of the corrugated stuff that James Makes Yarn had in his advent calendar, you know, the ziggy zaggy stuff, but it was all purple. I did want to steal it and take it to the school, nursery, but he must have taken it. So this is January. It's called All That Glitters. So this is her dopamine club, and it's gorgeous. It's like reds, no it's not, it's pinks and oranges and some speckles of bits of green in there. Sorry, the lighting's terrible. But so scrummy. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Dopamine Club, January. Really like that. I do have my eye on Stephen West. I'm just oblivious to lots of things Stephen West does because I feel like he's kind of so far out of my stratosphere. His shawls are too elaborate for my liking, for my brain. I would like one if someone wants to make me one, but I don't feel like I make them anymore. But he did he did a collection that people talk about on the podcast, and I can't remember the name of it. Who was talking about it the other day? I think Ruth was talking about it the other day. I say the other day, I watched it last night. It's a really skinny scarf that's got loads of different textures on, but something like that. Grasslands? Something like that maybe. But it's got loads of different textures on, but I thought something like this would be really good for it. But yeah, that's gorgeous. It's really, really nicely wound, spun. It looks really smooth. You see how smooth it is? Yes, so that's that for her dopamine club. What else? So yes, I did cash in some Etsy vouchers that I got. So this is a new to me dye. It's called Speckle and Stripe, and I got this gorgeous floofy pink. It's cloud lace, all of that business. Lace weight cloud fluff, 400 meters. It's 65 baby Surrey and 35 silk. But I just really like the colour. I do, hindsight, I do have something that's maybe quite similar that I got from Sophie at Botanical Yarns at Yorkshire Yarn Festival. But I think they'll work well together. I also bought a new pattern that I might use it for. It is, hang on. It is, I've bought quite a lot of patterns lately. The Frost Lines cardigan. So I don't know if you've seen that. Looking out the window, love. the Frost Lines cardigan by Andrea Mowry, and it's quite a cropped cardigan. I'll obviously put a picture, and it's striped. So she has it all one colour with stripes. Can't think what off the top of my head what colour they are, but I did have a jumper on the other day that was this kind of colour with something quite similar striped, that I wore to school yesterday. I'll see if I've taken a picture of me in it or not. A few comments on my outfit yesterday, and they weren't always terribly kind. It was a jazzy Lucy and Yak fun Valentine's-y outfit. It is a little bit baffling when men get to a certain age. They think it's okay to kind of comment on things, and you never would dream. And anyway, I was debating this, and maybe something wild, like if you can't lie across my lap because I need to get down, like a really baby pink, but with a black stripe or something down it, maybe. Because I've got one with a different shade of pink down it. I wore a boucle lento the other day that are striped, and they were rainbow stripes going down, like random bits. So yeah, that's just a cropped cardi, but I rarely make cardigans because I don't find they fit very well. Do you like the smell of that one? It tends to just be the hoodie shawl cardigan I like so much. No. Yeah. What else? Oh, I'm flagging a bit now. Right. What's in here, Rachel? This is super duper gorgeous. I've just found these on Instagram because I couldn't find them last time. This is a bag from the crafty little Sew and Sew, as in SONSEW. You ready? Oh! Is that not gorgeous? I love it. 2 big pockets. And yes, we've established I can make my own things, but I wanted this. Came in some gorgeous, gorgeous tissue paper. It's really big. It's quilted. It's got a handle on it. Box bottom. I really like that. She's got some really nice ones. I don't know her name, sorry. I think it's about £25-26. It wasn't loads. She's got some funny ones with like people on, like like illustrated people. Like I've not seen that fabric before, and sometimes you do see the same fabric. Like I know I've seen this bear somewhere, but I just loved it with all of the hot pink. So yeah, my sister got me an Etsy voucher for my birthday, and I think I've done quite well considering. It was 6 weeks ago, Peg? She looks at me all the time. 6 weeks ago since my birthday. So there we go. So what else did I get? Oh, hang on. This came as a freebie with the bag too, which was very exciting. It's tape measure and some stickers and a darning needle and loads of locking stitch markers. A shiny, shiny bag. So that was quite generous. I feel like I got some stickers and something else too. Maybe it was this. So I've bought from this company a couple of times before. I did actually get some of this for my birthday. This same very yarn. I know. Listen how it crinkles. So these are 6 10-gram sock, and this is from Wonderful Wool. I've met these a few. I can't remember the name. I've met them a few times. Most recently at the Leeds Grammar School one. Maybe not last year, maybe the year before, or maybe it was Wool Monty. Anyway, I got 20 grams of these for my birthday. Not last month, December. So there's 6 20 grams. So I just thought, got another 10 grams. Because I can't quite decide what to do, but I just thought that would be nice. And I couldn't resist this colour. So this is a 50-gram skein, so it's only 200 metres. I think they're 20% off, so I think it's about £8 or £8.50. But it's like a really I wouldn't call it lime. Like, it's kind of limey but yellowy. Oh, is it that fancy chartreuse thing? But yeah, it's brushed Surrey. It's Surrey with an O. It's really bright, but I really liked it. I don't think I would probably do a full garment in it, but I don't know, like, look how fun and springy that is. I did debate as well for this cardigan of Andrea Mowry's. I do have some floof from Botanical Yarns in birthday cake. I think I've got 2 mohair and 2  4-ply. And I don't tend to like to hold indie 4-ply and indie fluff together, because otherwise it becomes $1 million jumper, $1 million garment. And it makes me feel guilty because I'm ridiculous. So I was debating that as well. And then the stripes could be coloured, because I did start something, I think it was called the Grove jumper T or something, which was a Tin Can Knits one, and it was all lace work. And I think I started it in the summer, probably even the springtime, when I was sat on my glorious egg chair. Oh, those days feel so long ago of sitting on the egg chair. It's not easy, this winter business, is it? Oh, you're all coiled up there. Yeah, and it's got like this far. I'll try and put a picture. I think I probably did in one of my whip videos recently, didn't I? But I'm debating using that. I might go wild and use that. For those going, I know Botanical Yarns, Sophie is at I can't remember what it's called, but the Blackpool Festival this weekend. It's at the Northwest something. She's over there. I'm not going. I would have liked to have gone, but I'm just still not well, and to mingle in some life business. It was my sister's birthday yesterday, but it was her party last Saturday, and they're in the northeast, and Rob was off, he was coming, and then we just couldn't deal with the hustle of the dogs, of clearing the crates out, dismantling the crates, emptying the boot to put the crates in, because they're in separate crates, and they're, well, Wilma's is big, separate crates, where the crates are going to go in my parents' house. So Rob basically stayed home and I went, but consequently, lots of consequences, it meant I had to do the drive-in, and I don't think I was entirely well enough. Last Saturday morning I was very, very sad, very, very, very sad. I managed to perk up a bit. I went for a little trip in B&M just to finish off some presents for my sister, and this man came in with his kid, and like my face was all congesty and sinusy, and he smelled so badly of weed that I had to leave. It was horrible. I'm so sensitive to like smells and stuff now, particularly cigarette-y things. No one in my family smokes, so I find it, I can really smell it. Like, clearly if children come into school and their parents have been smoking, I can smell anything a mile off. It's wild. But it was horrible. I cried in the shop. And I rang Rob, and I don't know if I can go up there. Came back and had a nap. Did actually make it up there, and we went to the Funky Fidget Shop again. Which reminds me, I did an order for my lovely Emma of Yarn and Glitter. I need to post it. My spoons have been low, sorry. It was the intention to post it yesterday. Sorry, make my makeup run. But yesterday was a bit of a write-off. Imminently, I'll do it imminently, Emma. I know you won't mind. So I've got this and the floofy one. And Peggy's just going to have my lap back. I got that. I've got my Spectrum fibre, and you have a live unboxing. So I spotted, as many people spotted, the Cole Fire something a while ago. It came out in October, early October, and it would have been like amazing for autumn garments. Like, all the colours were really dark and moody, and they were perfect for autumn. And seemingly it kind of exploded in terms of you couldn't get it anywhere. And it's only just started to like drip back into shops. Like, it wasn't anywhere for ages. Like, Wool Warehouse haven't had it for ages. And it's just started to come in, which is nice. I did watch Sam of Sam Rayner's podcast vlog the other day, and she picked one. It's blue. Can't remember all the names of them. She picked blue, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's come back in. And then I couldn't find it. So Wool Warehouse still don't have it. So basically, I ended up getting this off eBay. It's in a shop on eBay. It's called the Cheap Shop Tip Tree, which is odd, and it's in, I don't know, somewhere. So I'm just going to open it now. We'll ignore the fact I'm using my fabric scissors. So, I'm very interested to see how this feels, because watching Sam, it was very metallic-y, and I'm like, oh, how is that going to feel? But she said it was soft. So I'm trusting you, Sam. you'll be in bother. Ooh, so I've never met Sam in my life, you know. But, oh, this is nice. It says it's maybe the band. It says recycled paper, but maybe it's the band that's recycled paper. Paper. Right, so I have got a shade Glowworm. So this is Glowworm. Oh, look how moody it is for me. This is very moody. Oh, it is soft. It's not, I did wonder because it's got, metallic to it. The ball bands are really nice. I do fear it may be AI. I would like them to say if the ball bands are AI. I hope not. Anyway, this is gorgeous. I got 5. You don't need to see all 5 because I've got a Peggy on my knee. There's 3. I'll maybe move the camera and get a bit of a better shot. I can't what Sam is making. She's making something, and I think she was doing not compounded fracture, compounded yoke or something I think she was doing it for the first time. And the pattern I've got my eye on is called Spin Raglan, which is by Andrea Mowry. I've made it twice before. The first one being a purple one in Spectrum Fibre, which I wear with my dungarees a lot because it was really cropped. But it is a worsted pattern, but I did it in DK, which is probably why it's so short. And I think I knit the 4th size, and I don't normally knit as far in as that. So I got 5 of these. So what was really good about this is 200 meters. 200 meters. So I really like the Yarn Smith's Merino Aran because I got one in tweed, but you only get 75 meters and it's £2.99. And I think this was I think I paid £4.79 a ball. And it was 2nd class postage, which was nice. So it was only like £2.90, which feels like a deal these days, doesn't it? But I really struggled as to what colour to pick. There was a few. And I know, yet again, if you're playing a drinking game for Yarn and Glitter, she ordered some too. Spoiler for her podcast. Sorry, Emma. Sorry, not sorry. You put enough videos out, you'll be all right. It's like, how are you getting so many videos out? Anyway, this is it. So you can see it's kind of like there's oranges in there, there's blues, there's reds, there's greens. So I'm excited to start this. Like, I might want to start it now. Peggy's ears. She just look cute. So yeah, this is I look good. Give myself some screenshot options. Looks good, yeah. I'm excited about that. Pleased with that. So yeah, that's just come today. I know it's Unravel this weekend as well. I can't think where it is, but I know it's south. I think it's near where Carly is. She lives in Kent. It's down that way, isn't it? Too far away. Too far away for Rachel's. Oh, look how cute they look together now. I do really like that. Maybe I'll put them together. Right, so what else was I going to tell you? I've been on a little bit of a pattern buying mission. God, I'm already on 25 minutes, and I know I did a little thing before that as well. Oh, well, never mind. You can just stop and pause me. No need to tell me that you don't like long podcasts. Just don't watch it. Break me up in bits. Like, the amount of times I stop and start someone's podcast is unbelievable. I think I must like do ad revenue so much for people because I watch like 7 minutes and then I'll go up and go and do something, or I'll pause it and go and look on something on Instagram, and then I come back and I go watch the adverts again. Anyway, very rarely do I watch a podcast start to finish without stopping, regardless of like kind of who it is or whatever. I need Ravelry. No, that's not the right thing. I'm just going to try and save myself a little job of having to put all the pictures in this because it takes a really long time. Like, I'll do the podcast and I know I don't edit hugely, but it does take a long time to then find the picture, crop the picture, put the picture in the thing, put the tag on. So I'm just going to do it a bit of a sloppy way because that'll do, right? So this, I found this pattern by watching Ali from Little Drop of Wonderful. It's called the Colour Play Shawl by Katarína Barancová. It's a free pattern in 4-ply. Ali has done it in 12 days of Halloween countdown. Do you know what I felt it looked like? I thought it looked like the Hitchhiker shawl, which is Martina Baim, which I finished reasonably recently. It looks like a more shawlier version than that, because that's quite a short one, but I think it looks very similar with what you would call like dragon teeth. I think it does look very similar to that, even the construction and everything. But that is free. It's 3.5 needle, finger and weight, 4-ply, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, I imagine you can do it in anything really, can't you? So the frost lines, it's called frost lines. So this is what I was talking about. So it's like a cropped cardigan, which I don't know. Maybe I'll do cropped. I'm not quite sure. I'm not digging cropped at the minute. So she's got, it's like a turquoisey with orange and yellow buttons. That's fun. Yeah, I got that the other day. I am a subscriber, so I think I had some sort of discount. It's normally like 15%. So it's a 3.75 and 4.5 millimeter. So it does say worsted. So I think technically worsted is like a 4-ply and a floof. So fluffy, playful stripes, buttons offer a pop of colour. Are just the ingredients to lift us out of the winter doldrums. Recently, I found all my cardigans were a bit too long for a lot of my trousers, so I opted for a sweet cropped length. But yeah, there's some really cute ones. Some are much longer, but yeah, that looks cute. So I bought that. What else did I buy? Oh yeah, I bought this. This is all Bex's fault from Bex Creates. It's the Amy Lowden scarf. So Bex has made one. See if it's in the project. See if she's put it on Ravelry. Bex, she hasn't got it on Ravelry. I'm sure you watch Bex. She's done it out of a Spectrum Fibre Advent, which I have. So I think I'm just going to copy that. This looks like a Spectrum one that this person's done too. Look, you see. So it's got like a wavy scallopy scallop. Like, you can see that one's wavy. I think that's done with German short rows. So yeah, so can you see how wiggly it is? I do think it'll be really handy to have, like, I love my cowls, but have a scarf. I do worry about getting bored. However, obviously, because you're changing it, I couldn't do it in one colour, but because you're changing colour as you go, that's going to give you a bit of momentum. Right, what else? Come on, because it's getting long now. I've definitely not got enough time for a nap. This one was a free one. It's called Koda, Koda, I believe. By Heidi Moilanen. So this is, what is it? 4-ply. So that is just, so you need a really high contrast, I would say, with this kind of 4-ply, with this kind of pattern, because it's a scallop. That's a free one. Should anyone want to give that a whirl? And another free one that I saw, it's in my library now, was a hat called Paint by Numbers, which is a Plucky knitter. I thought that was really cute. Easy. Only 2 colours at once, and that is worsted. Let me just check. Anything else? Oh, I'm poopy-doop now. Right. Frost Lines, colour play. Oh, I also downloaded, which is free on their website, from the Eden Cottage Yarns website, the Cloud Cowl, which I mentioned when I went to Yorkshire Yarn Fest with my friend Anna. It's just a crochet cowl, but it's just all the numbers and stuff is really helpful. So yeah, I think that's them all. Right. Good job, she's cute, you know. Yeah, so busy pattern buying. Quite a lot of purchases, quite a lot of acquisitions there. Actually, I'm not sure what this is. 3:15. I'm a bit obsessed with warming up in the oven, air fryer bread. So I think I'm going to have a little bit of that, because it's like 7 minutes. And some warming up bread. Oh, look at all those pigeons. Did you see that? I don't think you can see that. Hey, squirrel. There is normally a squirrel. It's not, we're very lucky that our windows look out into woods. Like I was at my parents' at the weekend, and you literally can see directly into the person's bedroom opposite you. Like, it is quite strange, isn't it, how tightly packed we are in this country. It is a school field, so Anyway, that's completely irrelevant, isn't it? Right, well, yay me. I've managed to get all the way through this. I've definitely forgotten something. But tough tomatoes. I've done my best. I've not knit any more on that Scrapper Narchi, Scrapper something in the James Mix yarn. I've not knit any more on that, actually. I know it's been a long time since the last podcast, but I guess I've done quite a bit on my Lovenote. But yeah, just absolutely been depleted horrifically. So that's been rubbish. I'm really hoping for a swing in momentum soon, because it's rubbish. So yeah, in terms of half term, we don't have any grand plans. Theo mentioned he wants to go on a train. He's like, I've never been on a train, and I feel like he has, but he clearly can't remember. So maybe we'll go somewhere on a train. I potentially was trying to palm the kids off for a couple of nights to my parents, but they've just texted in. They're like, we can either do Tuesday or Thursday, which when you've got to travel nearly an hour and a half to get there for a day, it's a bit meh. And we went last weekend for my sister's birthday, and we're there 2 weeks earlier as well when we went to the Funky Fidget Shop. But it would be nice to have a little bit of respite from either, not necessarily even just entertaining them, but the guilt that you feel as a parent if they just sat on their iPads. And Theo's always on his iPad because that's just his thing. God, the guilt is just horrific. Like, and whether that's like external guilt or just your own mental guilt, I feel a lot of guilt towards it. Like, that I literally sit and play with kids all day, other people's kids all day, and I've just got nothing left for my own. Particularly the last couple of weeks, absolutely nothing left. And that's rubbish. It's a really rubbish feeling. Really rubbish. Equally, they tend not to want to do anything. Like, do you want to come and colour with me? Do you want to come and do this with me? No. So, you know, there is that. It's just these invisible pressures that we put on ourselves, isn't it? I frequently ask Martha, do you want me to teach you how to knit? No. Okay, great. So there we go. But they tend to get quite dysregulated in the holidays just because they're used to the routine of school, like breakfast always at a certain time, breakfast, dinner, tea, and everything's at a certain time. Martha really misses her friends in the holidays. I did say she's got a couple of new high schooly friends now. Maybe they could come round. Let me suss them out. But people always tend to come to us rather than me let them go there. Not to be judgmental who. So yeah, nothing grand and wild, I don't think. I am getting my nails done tomorrow. Do you know what? I think they look pretty good still, but they have grown out a bit. But by the time she can get me in again, it'll be 3 weeks. Looking rough. So I'm going to see if I can shake down Rob to pay for my nails to be done for Valentine's Day tomorrow, because it's our like millionth Valentine's Day. Our first Valentine's Day together, obviously in Lincoln, 2004. He had blue hair. Rob has very, very dark hair, like nearly black dark, and he had like some sort of spraying blue hair. Or was it red? I think he tried both at one point. Funny. I always want to go to Lincoln in the holidays. I don't imagine we'll get there or not. I did find somewhere nice, but that was kind of on the bravado that my family would take the kids for a couple of days. Rob's parents were supposed to have them last Thursday, and my father-in-law was sick. We were supposed to have them last night, and my mother-in-law was sick. So, you know, I was clearly asleep anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But there we go. Right, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Otherwise, we're going to be here till Christmas. So chunk me up. Oh, what I did want to actually talk about, was I was wanting to do a little knit along. I know every man and his dog is doing a knit along. Like, literally, there's loads. There's 5,400. But what I want my knit along to be is a Colorwork knit along. Like, you all know that I'm a big fan of Colorwork. So what I thought I would do, so Friday the 13th today, in 2 months, it will be Theo's birthday, April the 13th. So I thought for a couple of months to have a little go at Colorwork. I think particularly if you've not done it before, that would be great. But like me, I have done it before. Do some more. What pattern I think is a really good pattern is the Prism pattern, which is Tinker Knits. And equally that one I've just shown you, that paint by numbers, that's nice and easy. That's easy, got to be a knit this, knit this, knit this. that looks quite easy too. So if you kind of want to have a little go at colour work, then I might do a little bit of a short or an extra video. But if you're seeing this and you're happy to kind of jump in, the doodle patterns are great. I'm not bothered about whips or not. If you want to use it to have a little push towards whips, doesn't necessarily need to be a new cast on, but maybe a couple of months to have a bit of a tackle of colour work. But I really recommend the prism pattern. That's really good. 2 colours at all times. Tin Can Knits, super duper easy, just triangles. Newborn to big head size. So really good. But yeah, if anyone wants to join me for a little bit of a colour work along, I'm not quite sure of hashtags or anything, but I'll hustle some sort of prize, I'm sure. But if you want to join in, then let me have a little know what you're going to be making, what pattern you're going to make. I've got my eye on loads of colourwork patterns, so I might end up doing like a separate video for colourwork. I could definitely go through some of my colourworky patterns. My haircut, so it's very, very short. It's confusing me. I could definitely do a separate episode on colourwork. I've got enough patterns, but I'm kind of loath to then pull everything out my drawers just because it then doesn't go back, frankly. But if you want to join in, have a little, drop a comment below if you'd like to join in, and maybe what pattern you've had your eye on. If you've had your eye on a colourwork pattern, you're like, oh, right, really must get this done. Then, yeah, I knit the Thrower by Andrea Mowry quite a lot. I think there's 2 rounds on that where it's 3 colours, which I tend to do at a table just because it's a little bit more faffy. But I can definitely do a pattern recommendation episode. Maybe I'll aim to do that kind of in the holidays. But if you've got one that you want ready to jump in and get going on, then please feel free. But if you've made it this far, I guess I'm going to ask you to leave me a little umbrella, because it's the 13th of February and it has rained every single day in the UK. Every single day. So that's more than 40 days and 40 nights now. Apparently it's going to be sunny tomorrow, but the fields will remain boggy. Literally you stand on it and there's on the grass and there's a puddle around you of it forming around your feet. I know Ruth's been having a horrific time. Devon, down there, like the potholes when I drove back from my parents' house the other day were ridiculous. There was loads of sleet today where I work, and they're like, oh, take the kids out in the snow. There's no snow. Like, it's great them putting the wellies on, but they're going to jump really high and then the water's up the joggers. But a little umbrella, because I don't know about anyone else, but I am so utterly over this weather. It's really making me sad. So let's have a little umbrella or a little rain cloud or something. But let me know what you're knitting on. Let me know what you're working on. Thank you very much for watching me. I hope this has given you a little bit of positive distraction from the absolute crumbling world that is 2026. Ay caramba. Mental. Peggy looks so super cute. I'm going to even go wild and move my camera, look, because look at her. It's a good job she's cute, because she's a menace. I might just show you this here, look, while we're here feeling wild. Cute, isn't it? They look so nice together. Now I want to cast something on, like now. So yes, that's the plan. Now it's 10 to 3. I've got just enough time for some warm me up bread before I go out and get the boy. So yeah, I will see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you want to get some of, it's not called Firefly, is it? Hang on, finger, camera. What is it called? It is called Firefly. I know that Sam got hers from, is it her stepmom's shop, Yarn in a Teacup? I don't think they have an online shop. I did have a look, but I couldn't see anything. But I got this, if you want me to send me the link, let me know. I just put it into Safari and then I just found somewhere that had it in stock. So yeah, maybe you can join in a Firefly along. But yeah, I'm really keen to cast that on. So yeah, a little bit of warm me up bread and see how we get on. But thank you very much for joining me today. I super appreciate it. If you want to give me a like and a subscribe, I know it's been a little while. I do intend to up my game now. I'm semi-human, unless I take it down. I'll try and do it more. I'm sorry, Right. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I will catch you soon. Any questions, if you can't tell what I'm saying in regards to anything, just drop me a comment below. I'm pretty good at replying as to what patterns what. I like to think I've caught everything, but if not, just give me a shout and drop me a message. And if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, give me a little wave and say you found my podcast or where you found my podcast from. Then all interactions are nice, so long as you are nice. Catch you later. Bye.